Okay, got my coffee, have some apple slices. Super early in the morning, so I'm not expecting any games to really be going right now. If I go into the list of games that are running, yep, none. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. It's, what is it, like 7 a.m., 7:30? So, play some games alone here. I did Illuminates last time. I could try bugs here. Okay. So when you are playing against the bugs, difficulty 4 is when tank bugs show, and that's only if you have like 4 players. The game does scale in a sense that the difficulty increases as you choose a harder difficulty, of course, but also the number of players dictates the amount of enemies that appear on screen. So the more players you have, the harder it is, and of course the harder the difficulty, the harder it is. On difficulty 6, when I'm solo, I will still see a tank bug. So I need to be mindful of that. So anytime you're against the bugs, if you're on difficulty 4 or higher, make sure that one of your stratagems deals with tank bugs or has some type of like anti-armor capability. I'm going to start bottom right. I can always bring that black box to the oil rig. And then I can even bring that black box up with me to the bug nests. I can just keep carrying it with me as I get closer to the drop-off point. I think that would be most efficient. I do like the Justice. It does have over-penetration where the rounds are unstoppable, but if you actually, like, when I use this, I often wonder just how often I use that unstoppable feature. Often when I'm shooting at an enemy, there's not another enemy behind it. I just don't feel like I use it enough to justify picking it. I do like the Paragon, and I can go with a one-handed weapon, which I do enjoy more. I do have an affinity for those one-handed weapons, but I'll choose Paragon. I'm going to need anti-tank of some kind, anti-armor of some kind, so I'll bring like a rail cannon strike or two. If I had someone else with me, I would bring a recoilless rifle or like the commando, but I don't want to have to go through that reload alone. I'll bring a couple of them. I don't know if I'll need a guard dog. I'll probably just bring ammo. I tend to bring ammo for many things. It's arguably overkill if I bring an ammo backpack with an ammo stratagem, but there's also something to be said about grabbing ammo in a couple seconds when you're out, rather than having to time your ammo stratagem. There is a convenience factor.
Commencing mission.
So obviously I'm not bringing a shredder for the bug nests, and I also don't have a rumbler or any other secondary weapon that I'm going to call in to take care of the bug nests. So instead I'll just do the traditional manual nuke. I'm also noticing that when there's like a firefight or when there's shooting going on in this game that my voice is sometimes suppressed when I'm talking in my recordings, so maybe I'll adjust the audio, or maybe I just won't talk as much. Don't know yet. But this is good practice for my work. We're thinking about recording videos for our employees, and I've been doing the recordings, so this is good practice for me. I have a patrol there to my left. There's a lot of potential spawn points around me. The red dots are potential spawn points for patrols. It doesn't mean they're necessarily there. I'm actually going to bring the black box up a little bit further. I have to go right after I do the oil objective, so I'm going to leave it here. I have a few potential spawn points near this. With that, I get the patrols to call in their friends. I do try to use the bayonet whenever possible if I have one to save ammo. I think there's going to be too many patrols for me to deal with, especially when each unit within a patrol can call in their friends. You could also argue I should have brought a turret, because as I said before a couple times, you should always have a friend with you, whether it's a player or a turret or a guard dog or something to help you protect an area. I have 2 ammo left in my rifle. I can call in my ammo backpack when I get to the bug nests.
Helldiver deploying to combat zone.
Historically, this player has always given me problems. I think he or she does more typing and spends a lot of time on their radio rather than playing the game. But we'll see how they play today. They're calling in a suit when we do have to blow up the bug nests, so it's a little awkward when you're in a suit and you have to get out quick when the nuke is set. Unless you preemptively leave. You can't move as fast as a person can. So we'll see if they actually leave when I set this off.
Go, go, go!
And it looks like they are, so they're okay. Alright. I have yet to call in my ammo backpack. I will say hi to them. There should be ammo up here that's indicated by a yellow dot on the minimap. If you notice a yellow dot on the minimap, when you bring up your radar, that is an item that is on the ground. And in that case, it's usually an ammo. Or it could be someone's stuff that's lying on the ground. If someone called in stuff and left it there, it would show up as a yellow dot on the map.
Deploying to combat zone.
Anytime someone joins a game, always stare at your character. Make sure they're not landing on your head. Always watch your character when someone joins the game.
Stand by. Equipment on its way. Supplies incoming.
This person called in ammo. I had 5 magazines left, so taking another ammo box brings me to 10, which is my maximum. 1 ammo box gives you half of the maximum amount of cartridges you can have, or magazines I should say. It's very common to be shot by your friends when they don't realize that there's a turn speed on your character and a turn speed on your suit, on your mech. You don't turn instantly when you turn. It takes a moment, maybe a second, to actually turn in the direction that you're trying to go in. So don't shoot and turn at the same time. You can clip your friends. And then he has the nerve to say move when he's in a suit. He's clearly the one that's behind us.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Extraction is directly to the right, so we're going to run right after this. Might not work now. Oh, okay. We got lucky there. A tank bug spawned. I could easily kill that nuke in one hit. I don't don't know why this player is so far behind. And again, the player started shooting and turning at the same time. You have to wait for your character to turn. You have to wait for your suit to turn before you can start shooting. I don't know why they weren't using missiles earlier either. Could be lag. No, they have an excellent connection actually. It's not lag.
Reloading.
Stand by. Equipment on its way. T-minus 1 minute.
Now, in that player's defense, they do have lag. It's pretty bad. That tank bug should be dead now. I like the rail cannon. It has a 60-second cooldown. The only unit it does not instantly kill is heavy tank bugs that are in higher difficulties on the bug side. It also doesn't kill the heaviest unit in the Illuminates. I forget the official name for it. The heaviest unit being the one that can reverse your directional pad. It's a red character. I don't know the official name, but I'm sure if you look it up you can easily see what I'm talking about. Okay, that wasn't terrible. I'm going to eat an apple slice, because I'm a little hungry.
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
And we're just waiting for this third player to disconnect or to actually do something. Usually when they stand there for a few seconds, they're disconnecting. Well, I guess they didn't disconnect. So we're against bugs here. It's a retaliatory strike. So we're confined to a very small space. The Rumbler can be very good if you are alone or if you're with only like one other player, but once you have 3 or more players, it's very dangerous. You end up killing your friends more often than not. It's not a very wise decision. I think what I'm going to try to do is just go on the eats here. 3 anti-tank stratagems. There's going to be a number of tanks.
Mission commencing.
The one-handed weapon, the Knight, will allow me to be mobile in combat. I see Racer, this other player, also did the same thing. Although they didn't bring ammo. I don't know why they'd not bring ammunition. Unless they expect to be dying a lot, in which case it would make sense not to bring ammo. Remember, when you spawn in with half of your maximum amount of magazines you can carry. So if you do have more than your half, if you took ammo and let's say you had maximum ammo and you die,
Helldiver
essentially it's
deploying to
wasted.
combat zone.
Because then you'll just spawn again with half. We have a 4th player join, so I guess people are playing at this time of day.
Equipment on its way.
I'm not going to call in ammo yet, I still have ammo, I don't need ammo.
Dropping equipment.
I'm at 6.
Repeat. Dropping equipment.
So since I start out with half, then I know that my
Line
maximum for
incoming.
this weapon is
Dropping
12.
equipment. Dropping equipment. Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Good ammo discipline. I don't like when everyone like goes into a corner of the arena. Kind of puts your team in a precarious situation.
Stand by.
Nice
Equipment
controlled
on its
shots. Teams are wasting their ammo. That emplacement's wasting ammo on basic units instead of saving it for tanks. I believe they brought more than one stratagem of that though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to call in ammo because I am getting low, starting to. One ammo box gives you half of your maximum that you can carry, so I should get 6 when I pick up an ammo box. And now I'm at 8, so I didn't waste any with that pickup.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Make sure you aim for the center of the bugs. Any glancing shots will just glance right off.
Ow.
Tank bug's got to be up here. I'm gonna pick this guy up. I don't know why he fell.
Request accepted.
I'm down to 7 magazines, so once I use one more magazine... Oh, I could be in trouble here. I am in trouble here. They spawned right on top of me.
Request confirmed.
So I had 7 magazines, I should now spawn in with 6.
Equipment on its way. Engaging target area.
I don't know why you would cast that there. That's really stupid, knowing that you have people there. I'm not going to pick up ammo yet. I don't need it, even though I can pick up an ammo box and not waste any ammo doing so.
Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
Do you hear heavy footsteps on the right side? There's a tank bug. It's getting kind of dangerous with those shots. I feel like when he shot that boulder that was next to me that I should have died there. I'm gonna pick up some ammo. I had 4, so now I'm at 10. Yeah, I'm surprised that guy didn't die. Gotta pick this guy up or he's gonna bleed out. Oh, looks like he has the health perk, so he gets up quickly.
Request confirmed. Dropping equipment.
No one's in the anti-tank emplacement, so it looks like now the tank bugs do not have much opposition. And I don't think anyone else brought anti-tank except for me. So we could be in a little bit of trouble here. I can't call anyone in yet. It's on cooldown. No one else is calling them in, so...
Request acknowledged.
Always call in your friends when you can.
Supplies incoming.
Fuck.
Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
I still can't call anyone in. It's on cooldown. No one else is calling anyone else in, which is unfortunate.
Acknowledged.
I can't be the only one calling people in.
Stand by. Equipment
The whole
on
team
its
should
way.
be calling each other in. My reinforce is on cooldown again, so I can't call anyone in. This guy could be calling people in right now. I pinned myself into a corner again. Oh. Now I can call people in. I'm going to wait for him to die before I call people in so he can spawn again.
Request confirmed.
I'm going to call him, getting that shuttle going.
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA
These impalers are
30 seconds.
getting to be a problem. I can't call in any more eats right now. He just shot his own friend. I don't know why. So now we're getting to a point where these tank bugs are a problem. Try to call in your friends when you can, always. I seem to be the only one doing it. He shot me. Hopefully, we will call each other in, since I was the only one doing it. I guess they don't want to. I guess they don't know how to. I'm not sure what's going on.
Confirmed.
That was unnecessarily close. It doesn't have to be that close.
Request confirmed.
Oh, I completely whiffed that. This is because we don't have anti-tank anymore. I can't call anyone in.
Request confirmed. 15 seconds. Dropping equipment. T-minus 10 seconds.
I'm surprised that killed me. This is the consequence of not bringing anti-tank. You can't go to a fight against bugs on difficulty 6 and not bring anti-tank.
Let's get to the shuttle.
Request confirmed. Shuttle leaving. T-minus 10 seconds. T-minus 5 seconds. Shuttle leaving. You're on your own.
Oh,
I should be dead here.
Extraction complete. Shuttle inbound. T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
So that should be a good lesson, definitely a good lesson, on the importance of anti-tank and bringing anti-tank. You can't enter a game at a difficulty knowing that there are tanks and not bring at least one stratagem that can take down tanks, that can take down very large, well-armored units. You cannot do that. I took 3 stratagems for anti-tank and it still wasn't enough. There may have been moments where I could have called in more of my stratagems. Maybe they were off cooldown for a time. But I should have additional players with me that also have sufficient anti-tank. I know one guy had 2 emplacements. I don't know why he didn't call them in again after he lost them. I'm not really sure what was going on there. And then I don't think these 2 other guys brought anti-tank. One guy brought that level 6 guy. He brought in like this heavy machine gun that shoots wildly, and you can't do that. You need a weapon that shoots nice and straight, so you can hit your target straight. Any glancing shots just like bounce right off. The Stalwart, that's what he's using. That's a horrible weapon against bugs. Really, really bad. It doesn't shoot straight. The only way that you can actually kill something is if you spend a lot of ammunition, because your shots get more straight as you shoot with the Stalwart. It's just not a good Good choice. So I have anti-tank, and even that level 6 guy's anti-tank, but they're all stratagems that are very risky to use in a tight, closed space. So again, I don't see this working out again. You could argue that I could go like maybe Toxic Avenger. Toxic Avenger probably would work. I think instead what I'm going to do is just keep all 3 of my Eats stratagems off cooldown. Is what I think I want to do. So instead of waiting them to come, instead of just casting, let's say, 1 of the Eat stratagems, I would just do all 3.
Dropping equipment. Dropping equipment. Dropping equipment. Stand by. Equipment on its way. Supplies incoming. Dropping equipment.
I also remember that I got caught twice in the bottom right-hand corner surrounded by enemies, so I'll have to try to not be there again. Also, this emplacement might have failed last time because a lot of ammo was spent on basic units. Like, I don't know why he's killing them with his shots. He should be saving the shots, I feel, for tanks. I don't know why you would spend it on common units. Save that ammunition. He's killing very basic units with a very high-powered anti-tank emplacement. It doesn't really make sense. Getting sort of low on ammo.
Equipment on its way.
I don't know why he just threw that. It's gonna kill someone. That was very risky. Those stratagems are so risky in a retaliatory strike. Yeah, now he's low on ammo on that emplacement. He's been using all his ammo on very basic units. Look at that. I don't know why he would do that.
Dropping equipment. Helldiver has left combat zone. Repeat, Helldiver has left combat zone.
My Eats are off cooldown.
Equipment on its way. Dropping equipment. Repeat.
I'm gonna pick up this guy's Liberator. But
Helldiver has left
it
combat
also
zone.
seems a little awkward to have a
Dropping
Liberator.
equipment.
Okay.
Freedom never sleeps. Reloading!
want to be in that area because I got trapped last time. If anything, I should probably fight around the emplacement. That would be smarter.
Reload!
It should be a little bit safer now. There's less people. Less people to kill you.
Reloading!
Dropping equipment.
Reloading!
Trouble.
Hello to democracy! For liberty!
Yeah, he should be saving that ammo. I can take care of those guys.
Supplies incoming.
Ready up! Reloading!
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Freedom never sleeps! Reloading!
We only have a minute left, so
ETA T-minus 1
I'm really hoping that he gets another emplacement up because he's been using a lot of ammo on basic units. And that will be his demise, I feel. Also, he just called in that emplacement.
Equipment on its way.
Reloading!
And now it's dead. He should have another one off cooldown, I think, because I think he brought two.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Reload!
Equipment on its way. T-minus 15 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Reload!
Helldiver deploying to combat zone. Shuttle arriving.
Anytime you hear that, you gotta pay attention to your character.
Acknowledged.
You should be staring at your Helldiver when someone's coming in. Okay?
Shuttle leaving. T-minus 10 seconds.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
T-minus 5 seconds.
I also don't know why you would throw grenades before getting on the shuttle. I noticed that some players do that too. They throw grenades, they throw strats. The shredder. You can really unnecessarily get someone else into a tight situation. I think I'll do one more game and then stop the recording and see how big it is. Like 11 or 12 gigabytes maybe, or even more than that. I'll do one more to finish the planet.
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew to station.
There's people now, so I guess I'll go like commando or recoilless rifle. Now, I do want to call in my commando.
Equipment on its way. Stand by.
Because we do need
Equipment
something
on
with
its way.
anti-tank
Equipment on its way.
online.
Equipment on its way. Equipment on its way. Stand by.
Set up
Dropping
for
equipment on its way. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
Anti-tank is very important.
Reloading!
If you touch the train, it'll stop moving. There's some situations where you do need it to stop, otherwise just get away from the train.
Reload! Reload!
If the train's about to go off screen, you wouldn't want to stop like that. It's always best to keep it moving. Did not see that patrol up there. I believe 2 rockets can kill a tank bug, at least like the weaker one. The heavy tank bug I think would take more than 2. The recoilless rifle can kill the 2 weaker tank bugs, and then the 1 stronger one I think it takes 2 hits.
Reloading! Out of my cup of liberty!
Helldiver deploying to combat zone.
Stare at your character, stare at your character, stare at your character. They're spawning in, there he is, okay. That completes objective 1.
Kill 'em all!
I don't know why we're hitting each other.
Engage! Reload!
I
Reloading!
notice some people do run around like stabbing or like meleeing. I don't know what that's about either. I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't quite understand.
To the sky!
Guess we're not shooting patrols. I don't know why you would cast a shredder. Like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Request accepted.
Now we're in a really tight spot.
Engaging target
Doing
area.
shredder missiles, Rocket Man. Am I gonna have to kick him? I don't even think this person's actually playing the game.
Engaging target area.
Okay, they have 3 shredder missiles as their stratagem.
Jumping!
Three stratagems for shredder missiles.
To the sky!
And they're running around meleeing.
Jumping!
They have four
All right,
four
down
shredder
there.
missiles.
Deploying
We should be
ordnance.
going right, because that's where extraction is.
Take cover! Jumping! Jumping!
Request accepted.
So they came in with 4 shredder missiles.
Reload! Reloading!
Request acknowledged.
I'm still not killing this thing.
Reload!
So as I said in some previous videos, it seems this one player has 4 stratagems for the shredder, so presumably they're going to save all 4 until the very end so they can cast all 4 before they get on the shuttle. put down some of this razor ribbon stuff.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
This guy's just shooting for the sake of shooting. By the time the shuttle comes, he should have all 4 shredders. And then he's going to probably send all 4 of them in as soon as he steps on the shuttle.
Request accepted.
This guy is definitely worth kicking from the game. I'm not sure what's happening here. If anyone watching this could possibly determine what's happening right now, just let me know. Okay, so I'm expecting him to do all 4 shredders and then get on the shuttle. Because we can't just get on the shuttle.
Firing for effect.
And there you have it, guys. Can't get any more predictable than that. Got my coffee going. If I drink more than 1 cup of coffee, I find myself not only really wired, but sometimes also like disconnected from myself. It's really weird. Kind of scary feeling, but... So I just have 1 cup. It's just enough to give me a little buzz. So this planet's over. I'm going to stop the recording after this planet's conclusion, I should say. I'm misspeaking a lot. I'm still waking up. I'm going to see what the size is of this video. I'll do the upload and then I guess I'll get ready for the day. I don't know if I can actually still play and record while I'm uploading. I haven't even tested that yet. I'll test it out. But here's to more videos in the future, guys. See you guys later.